Welcome to another interesting edition of Tech Trends. Our Tech Tip segment today focuses on tips to help you optimize Google+. My guest shares her thoughts on some of the ways Africans can take advantage of the ever-expanding digital space. And finally, we have a cool gift for you on the giveaway segment. This is Tech Trends, and I am Chukwuemeka Agbata.
The fourth China Shanghai International Technology Fair kicked off in the eastern metropolis with a humanoid robot named Jia catching the eyes. China's robot market is still dominated by foreign players like ABB, KUKA and Yaskawa, but China is encouraging its own robot makers with subsidies, and the number of Chinese robotics firms is growing fast. Gu Jun, Deputy Director General of the city's Commission of Commerce, showed his confidence in Service Robot, which he said was close to life.
We
feel like, from my point of view, machinery is pretty far from our lives, like something on the assembly line of the machine industry. However, it has been found that service robots have a very broad field in application to really improve our life's quality.
Jia, produced by University of Science and Technology of China, made a first public appearance at a 3-day event. She was the first interactive humanoid robot in China. Developers said Jia could respond to human conversation and match her facial expressions, body and mouth movements. Some visitors gathered at Jia to take a glimpse of the human-like robot. Few of domestic robotics companies have their own technology and struggle to compete in price alone. But in the long run, the domestic robot industry is expected to become a leading force. The fair attracts about 1,000 companies to showcase their products, including more than 170 overseas companies from 22 countries and regions like Japan, Hungary, and Belgium. A solar-powered airplane midway through an attempt to circle the globe finished the next leg of its history-making journey May 2nd in Arizona after a relatively short 16-hour flight from Northern California. The spindly single-seat experimental aircraft dubbed Solar Impulse 2 arrived in Phoenix at 8:55 p.m. The lengthy duration of Monday's flight, which an airliner would make in just 2 hours, stems from a cruising speed more akin to that of a car, requiring pilots to practice meditation and hypnosis in training to stay alert for long hours. Occupying the plane's tiny cockpit for the trip was Swiss aviator André Bruchberg, a co-founder of the project. He and fellow pilot Bertrand Piccard, also of Switzerland, take turns at the controls for each segment of what they hope will be the first round-the-world solar-powered flight.
It was a day where the music made me very emotional. And when you are up there, when you can fly, in fact, with the sun, when you have this potential, the airplane doesn't make any noise. Doesn't make any pollution. I mean, you feel different, and the music made me almost cry. So that's the part which touched me most today. I had a lot of tailwind today, so I was going too fast. To slow down, I started to fly backwards. I was flying not as fast as the wind, so the wind was pushing me backwards here to Goodyear because it was important to land after sunset when the air is a bit less turbulent. So you have to adapt, and find new strategies. But the great advantage of this airplane is that you don't have to land. I mean, you don't have to refuel, so you can stay in the air. You can stay in the air almost forever.
The California to Arizona flight marked the 10th leg. Bruchberg was a pilot for the Japan to Hawaii trip over the Pacific last July, during which he remained airborne for nearly 118 hours or 5 days and 5 nights. That shattered the 76-hour world duration record for a non-stop solo flight set in 2006 by the late American adventurer Steve Fawcett in his Virgin Atlantic Global Flyer. It also set new duration and distance records for solo-powered flight. Swiss team hopes eventually to complete its circumnavigation in Abu Dhabi, where its journey began in March 2015 as part of a campaign to bolster support for clean energy technologies.
DJI Technology, a company that claims 70% of the commercial drone market worldwide, has opened its first flagship retail store in China. According to its Director of Strategic Partnerships, Michael Perry, he says the 800 square meter shop aims to help the Chinese firm expand its customer base.
We've now reached a size where we think we can reach a broader set of consumers, beyond the early adopters, beyond the tech guys who are just adopting new technology, but to a broader consumer market who are really excited about the technology, but they want to understand it before they use it.
People surrounded the flying cage inside the store and watched as staff flew drones during demonstration sessions. China's aviation regulator also published provisional rules aiming to hold drone operators more accountable and control where commercial and private unmanned aerial vehicles may fly.
For the audience spy, I can change to this.